In a world that constantly rewards noise, speed, and visibility, choosing to stay low can feel like falling behind. It can feel as if silence means weakness, or that being unseen means being unimportant. But staying low is not a sign of failure, it is a deliberate decision. It is a strategy chosen by those who understand that real power is built before it is displayed. Staying low means resisting the urge to announce every step. It means focusing on the work instead of the reaction. While others seek attention, approval, and quick recognition, staying low creates space for learning and improvement. It allows mistakes to happen without judgment and growth to happen without pressure. Silence becomes a shield, protecting focus from distraction and ego from interference. When attention is removed, effort becomes honest. There is no performance, no pretending, no rush to impress. Every action is driven by purpose rather than applause. This is where discipline is formed. This is where skills are sharpened. Staying low keeps the mind clear and the direction steady because the energy is no longer wasted on being seen. Staying low also teaches humility. It reminds that progress is not about comparison, it is about commitment. When there is no audience, the only thing that matters is consistency, showing up every day, even when motivation fades, choosing effort even when no one is watching. These quiet choices build strength that cannot be taken away. In silence, self-awareness grows. Strengths become clearer, weaknesses become easier to confront. There is room to adjust, to refine, to restart without embarrassment. Staying low removes the fear of judgment and replaces it with the freedom to improve. Growth becomes deeper, not rushed, not fragile. Those who stay low are not hiding, they are preparing. They understand that premature exposure can weaken progress. Just like roots grow underground before a tree rises, real capability forms out of sight. The deeper the roots, the stronger the rise. Skipping this phase leads to instability. Rushing visibility leads to collapse. Staying low ensures readiness. There will be moments when silence feels heavy. Moments when it seems like nothing is happening. When others appear to be moving faster, gaining more attention, reaching milestones sooner. But staying low requires trust in the process. Trust that progress does not always make noise. Trust that effort is accumulating, even when results are invisible. Staying low builds mental strength. It trains patience. It teaches how to work without external rewards. This kind of strength lasts longer than motivation. It creates resilience that survives setbacks and confidence that does not depend on praise. When the time comes to rise, there is no panic, no need to prove anything, no need to explain the journey. The foundation is already solid, the skills are already tested, the mindset is already prepared. The rise feels natural, not forced. Staying low is not about shrinking, it is about strengthening. It is choosing long-term impact over short-term attention. It is understanding that true power does not rush to be seen. It waits, it builds, and it rises when it is ready, strong, stable, and undeniable. Hard work is often misunderstood. It is usually associated with exhaustion, pressure, and constant struggle, but real hard work is quieter than that. It is not about being busy all the time or appearing productive in front of others. True hard work is intentional effort applied consistently, even when there is no immediate reward. It is choosing progress over comfort and discipline over convenience. Working hard means showing up on ordinary days, not just when motivation feels high. It means continuing when excitement fades and repetition begins. Most people stop when the work becomes boring, because boredom feels like a lack of progress. But boredom is often a sign of growth in motion. It is where habits are formed and skills are refined. Hard work is built on focus. Distraction is the enemy of effort. When attention is scattered, energy is wasted. Working hard requires narrowing the mind to what truly matters and giving it full commitment. This kind of focus is difficult, but it is powerful. It separates movement from progress and effort from impact. There is no glamour in real hard work. It does not seek recognition. It does not demand validation. It happens in repetition, in trial and error, in steady improvement. It is waking up and doing the same thing again, slightly better than yesterday. Over time, these small improvements compound into noticeable strength. Working hard also means accepting discomfort. Growth does not happen in ease. It happens when limits are tested and weaknesses are exposed. Discomfort is not a warning sign, it is a signal that capacity is expanding. Avoiding discomfort may feel safe, but it limits potential. Embracing it builds resilience. Hard work requires patience with results. Effort does not always produce instant outcomes. Sometimes progress hides beneath the surface, developing silently. This delay causes many to quit too soon, believing the work is pointless. But effort is never wasted. Every repetition strengthens ability. Every attempt sharpens understanding. Even failures add value. Consistency matters more than intensity. Short bursts of effort followed by long breaks create instability. Steady effort, applied daily, builds momentum. Hard work becomes sustainable when it is structured, not chaotic. It becomes a lifestyle rather than a phase. There will be moments of doubt, moments when effort feels unnoticed and progress feels slow. These moments test commitment. Continuing through them strengthens character. It proves that effort is not dependent on praise or reward. This kind of commitment builds confidence that cannot be shaken. Hard work also teaches responsibility. Results become a reflection of choices, not circumstances. This mindset removes excuses and creates ownership. When effort is controlled, outcomes become adjustable, improvement becomes possible. Over time, hard work changes identity. It builds trust in ability and belief in the process. It creates a sense of self-respect that comes from knowing effort was honest. This respect is internal and lasting. When success eventually arrives, it feels earned, not accidental. There is no fear of losing it because the habits that created it remain. Hard work does not just lead to achievement, it creates the strength to maintain it. Working hard is not about proving worth to the world. It is about building capability within. It is the quiet force that turns intention into reality and effort into results. Real growth rarely announces itself. It does not arrive with applause or instant proof. Most of the work that leads to progress happens in moments that go unnoticed, in routines that look ordinary, and in efforts that seem small. These unseen moments are where transformation actually begins. Growth starts quietly, often when no one is paying attention. It happens in early hours, late nights, and private decisions to keep going. These moments do not feel important at the time, but they carry the most weight. They shape habits, sharpen skills, and strengthen mindset. While the outside world remains unchanged, the inside is evolving. Unseen effort builds endurance. Repeating a task without recognition teaches patience. Continuing without feedback builds self-trust. Over time, this creates a strong internal foundation. The ability to move forward without external encouragement becomes a powerful advantage. It allows progress to continue regardless of circumstances. Many underestimate these quiet moments because they do not produce immediate results. But progress is often delayed, not denied. Improvement happens in layers. Each repetition adds a small amount of strength, knowledge, or confidence. Individually, these changes feel insignificant. Together, they create momentum. Invisibility removes pressure. When there is no audience, mistakes are allowed. Experiments feel safer. Learning becomes deeper. Fear of judgment disappears, replaced by curiosity and persistence. This freedom accelerates development and encourages honest effort. The unseen phase also reveals commitment. It shows whether effort is genuine or dependent on attention. Anyone can perform when being watched. Few can remain consistent and no one is looking. Those who continue anyway build a level of discipline that cannot be taught. Growth in silence sharpens awareness. Patterns become visible, weaknesses surface, strengths become clearer. This awareness allows adjustment and refinement. Progress becomes intentional instead of accidental. There are moments when it feels like nothing is changing, when effort seems to disappear into routine. These moments test patience, they challenge belief. But beneath the surface, capability is forming. Like muscles strengthening through repetition, progress is occurring even when it cannot be seen. Comparison often disrupts this process. Watching others appear to advance faster can create doubt, but visible progress does not always reflect real strength. Some growth is loud but shallow. Some is quiet but deep. Depth determines stability. Unseen growth builds resilience. It teaches how to persist through uncertainty. It strengthens mental endurance and emotional control. These qualities are difficult to measure but essential for long-term success. Eventually, results begin to appear. Skills become noticeable. Confidence becomes natural. What once required effort becomes instinct. The outside world starts to reflect the inner work that has already been done. When progress finally becomes visible, it often surprises others. It seems sudden, but it is not. It is the result of countless unnoticed moments coming together. The rise looks quick only because the foundation was built slowly. Growth that begins in silence lasts longer. It is not dependent on attention or approval. It stands firm under pressure. It adapts when challenged. It continues even after recognition arrives. The unseen moments are not empty. They are full of preparation. Every quiet effort adds value. Every unnoticed step moves progress forward. What grows in silence eventually speaks with strength, not through words, but through results. Patience is often mistaken for passivity, but in reality, it is an active form of strength. It is the ability to continue moving forward without rushing the outcome. It is choosing trust over panic and consistency over shortcuts. Before success becomes visible, strength must be developed, and patience is the environment where that strength grows. Most people want results quickly. They want proof that effort is working. When results take time, doubt begins to grow. This doubt pushes people toward impulsive decisions, unnecessary changes, or quitting altogether. Patience resists this urge. It allows effort to continue without immediate confirmation. Strength is not built in moments of reward. It is built in moments of waiting. The delay between effort and outcome develops endurance. It tests discipline. It reveals whether commitment is based on belief or convenience. Those who remain patient through uncertainty develop stability that lasts beyond any single result. Patience teaches emotional control. It prevents reactions driven by frustration or fear. Instead of chasing instant gratification, patient effort focuses on long-term progress. This mindset reduces mistakes caused by haste and improves decision-making. Clear thinking becomes easier when urgency is removed. Waiting does not mean doing nothing. It means continuing the work without demanding immediate returns. It means trusting the process while refining the approach. Patience creates space for learning and adjustment. It allows progress to mature instead of forcing it prematurely. Many opportunities collapse because they arrive before readiness. Without patience, skills remain underdeveloped and foundations stay weak. When success comes too early, it becomes difficult to maintain. Patience ensures preparation keeps pace with opportunity. Delays often carry lessons. They reveal weaknesses that need strengthening and gaps that require attention. Patience allows these lessons to be absorbed rather than ignored. Each delay becomes a chance to improve. Patience also builds confidence. Knowing that effort can continue without reassurance creates inner stability. Confidence becomes rooted in ability rather than outcomes. This form of confidence does not fade when challenges arise. Strength developed through patience is quiet but powerful. It does not rely on external validation. It does not collapse under pressure. It adapts and persists. This strength supports growth even in unpredictable conditions. The waiting phase refines character. It builds humility, resilience, and self-discipline. These qualities often matter more than talent. They determine whether success can be sustained. When results finally appear, patience reveals its value. The outcome feels solid, not fragile. The progress holds under stress. The foundation supports continued growth. Rushed success often leads to instability. Patient progress creates durability. It allows effort to compound and skills to mature fully. Patience does not delay success, it prepares it. It strengthens the ability to handle responsibility and maintain progress. The wait is not wasted time, it is essential training. Those who embrace patience understand that timing matters. Growth cannot be forced. Strength must come first. When success arrives after patience, it arrives with balance, control, and readiness. The strength built in waiting becomes the support that holds everything together. It is invisible, but without it, nothing lasts. Strong results are never built on weak foundations. Anything that rises without support is unstable, and anything that grows without structure eventually collapses. Before visible success appears, there must be preparation beneath the surface. Foundations are formed through habits, discipline, and character long before outcomes are seen. A strong foundation begins with clarity. Knowing what matters and committing to it consistently creates direction. Without clarity, effort scatters and progress slows. Foundations require focus, and focus is built through intentional choices repeated over time. Preparation is often quiet. It happens in routine, in practice, in refining small details. These details may seem insignificant, but together they determine stability. Strong foundations are built through repetition, not sudden effort. Each repetition strengthens structure. Foundations also include mindset. Belief in the process and trust in effort create consistency. Doubt weakens structure. Confidence in preparation strengthens it. A stable mindset allows effort to continue even when results are not immediate. Discipline plays a critical role. It creates reliability. When discipline is present, progress becomes predictable. Effort is no longer dependent on mood or motivation. This reliability forms the backbone of a strong foundation. Mistakes contribute to foundation strength. Each failure highlights weakness and provides information for improvement. Ignoring mistakes weakens structure. Learning from them reinforces it. Foundations improve through correction and refinement. Strong foundations also include patience. Rushing skips important steps. Skipped steps lead to instability. Taking time ensures each layer is secure before moving upward. This patience prevents collapse under pressure. External pressure tests foundations. When challenges arise, weak structures fail quickly. Strong foundations absorb stress. They adapt without breaking. Preparation determines response to difficulty. Foundations are built for longevity. They support continued growth, not just initial success. Short-term wins may feel rewarding, but without foundation, they fade. Long-term progress requires structure that can expand. Strong foundations reduce fear. When preparation is solid, uncertainty becomes manageable. Confidence increases because capability is proven. This confidence is calm, not anxious. The process of building a foundation often feels slow. It lacks excitement. It demands consistency without visible reward. But this process creates stability that cannot be rushed. When growth begins to show, the strength of the foundation becomes clear. Progress holds under pressure. Expansion feels controlled. Success becomes sustainable. Weak foundations require constant maintenance. Strong foundations require trust. They allow focus to shift from survival to growth. Building a strong foundation is an investment. It demands time, effort, and patience, but it pays off in stability, resilience, and confidence. When the rise happens, it reflects the preparation beneath it. Strength is visible in performance, decision-making, and adaptability. Strong foundations are invisible to most, but they determine everything. They carry progress, protect success, and support growth. What is built slowly stands longer. What is built carefully rises stronger. Real results do not need explanations. When progress is genuine, it becomes visible through actions, outcomes, and consistency. Words lose their importance because evidence stands on its own. This is the power of results. They communicate without noise, justification, or defense. Many people try to convince others of potential before it is proven. They explain plans, intentions, and effort in advance, but intention is invisible until it turns into action. Talking about progress does not create it. Results remove doubt without argument. When effort is consistent, outcomes begin to form patterns. Improvement becomes noticeable. Reliability becomes clear. These patterns build trust more effectively than promises ever could. Trust is earned through repetition, not persuasion. Results reflect discipline. They show how time was used, how focus was maintained, and how challenges were handled. They reveal commitment without needing explanation. This transparency gives results credibility. When results speak, comparison fades. There is no need to compete verbally or defend choices. The work stands as proof. Confidence becomes calm, not loud. It does not seek validation because it already has evidence. Strong results also create freedom. They remove the pressure to perform for approval. Decisions become easier because capability has been demonstrated. Independence grows when outcome confirmability. Results also protect energy. Explaining drains focus. Proving drains motivation. Letting results speak preserves effort for continued growth. Silence becomes efficient. There is patience behind real results. They are rarely instant. They emerge from accumulated effort and learned lessons. Each result represents time invested and challenges overcome. Results are honest. They reveal strengths and expose weaknesses. This honesty allows adjustment and improvement. Ignoring results delays growth. Listening to them accelerates it. When results speak, credibility forms naturally. Influence increases without force. Leadership emerges through example rather than instruction. People respond to evidence more than words. Results also create resilience. Confidence rooted in proof is difficult to shake. Challenges become manageable because past outcomes confirm ability to adapt. Silence paired with results creates impact. Noise without results fades quickly. Results without noise last longer. Those who rely on results focus on process rather than perception. They understand that appearance changes, but performance endures. This mindset creates stability. Over time, results build reputation. Reputation is not claimed, it is earned. It follows behavior and consistency. Strong reputations are difficult to damage because they are grounded in evidence. Results simplify communication. They remove the need for explanation. They answer questions before they are asked. Letting results speak requires trust in the process. It means resisting the urge to announce every step. It means allowing effort to mature. When outcomes finally appear, they tell a complete story of patience, discipline, and persistence. They reflect choices made quietly and consistently. Results do not exaggerate. They do not argue. They simply exist, and that is why they speak louder than words.